Hi there, thanks for joining me today. And I'm speaking to all men over the age of 40, right up to 70, 75. If fat loss feels harder than it used to, you are not imagining it. After the age of 40 and beyond, insulin sensitivity declines, your testosterone levels gradually drop every year, muscle mass decreases, and your cortisol levels become more disruptive, and your recovery time noticeably begins to slow. So stay with me for today's video, and I'm going to talk about supplements that support fat loss for men over 40 in 2026. So let's go. Hi, I'm Terry. I'm 64 years old, and I help men age 40 to 70 regain their strength, health, and wellness to live a better quality of life. Now, before we talk about any extreme medical interventions that you may be considering at this time, there are certain natural supplement compounds that have been studied for their ability to support fat loss in men over the age of 40. As you age, fat loss becomes a metabolic and hormonal issue, not just a calorie math issue. Today, I'm breaking down the latest and smartest fat loss supplements for men over the age of 40 available in 2026 based on metabolic science, not hype. So let's get started. Here's our medical disclaimer, and it's just important to note that your medical practitioner should always be consulted before beginning any new program that involves exercise, nutrition, wellness, or health. So here's another important disclaimer that I have to mention here. No fat loss supplement will fix any of the following problems that you may have existing in your life today. And that is excessive calorie surplus, maybe you have poor sleep quality, you're not engaged in any kind of exercise at all or a strength training program, and you have been consuming too much alcohol, perhaps. Supplements only amplify discipline and good, clean living habits. They do not replace it. So number one on my fat loss supplement list for 2026 is berberine. Berberine is one of the most studied natural compounds for insulin sensitivity. It activates AMPK, often called the metabolic master switch. Human trials show berberine can help to improve your insulin sensitivity, reduce fasting glucose, support body composition, and improve your lipid markers. For men over the age of 40, insulin resistance is often the root cause of your belly fat. Typical dose based on the studies that I'm citing and the references that I'll include in the description below are 500 milligrams 2 to 3 times per day before meals. This is foundational for your metabolic health. Number 2 is L-Carnitine. L-Carnitine helps shuttle fatty acids into your mitochondria for oxidation. That's your cells. There are 2 useful forms. Acetyl-L-Carnitine, that works for your brain and your mitochondria. Then there's L-Carnitine L-Tartrate, which facilitates and supports your exercise recovery. The studies show that carnitine may improve fat oxidation, improve exercise performance, and support metabolic flexibility. The typical doses used in the studies, again, that I've mentioned in the references in the description below, are 1 to 2 grams daily. Carnitine is best paired when you're engaged in a rigorous resistance training program. Number 5 is capsaicin. Capsaicin is a compound that makes peppers hot. It can increase thermogenesis in the body. So the basic definition of thermogenesis is the creation of heat within the body, largely driven by the conversion of calories into energy. So it slightly increases calorie burn. It reduces appetite, but the effects are modest but additive. The typical dose is 2 to 10 milligrams of capsaicinoids, the standardized extract. This is a metabolic enhancer, not a magic pill. So you have to combine that again with your clean daily lifestyle habits. Number 4 is green tea extract. The acronym is EGCG. Actually, EGCG is the primary active polyphenol in green tea. It supports fat oxidation and thermogenesis, which is the body's natural metabolic process of producing heat. Increased thermogenesis activated by your diet or cold exposure helps burn calories, which assists you in your weight management. Meta-analyses show increases in fat oxidation when combined with caffeine. It also supports metabolic health markers. A typical dose would be 300 to 500 milligrams of EGCG daily, but avoid mega dosing based on liver safety matters. Now, number 5 is protein plus leucine. Leucine is a very important amino acid. This is not flashy, but it is a critical recommendation. After the age of 40, muscle loss accelerates. And remember, muscle is your metabolic engine. Higher protein intake preserves muscle, improves satiety, and increases the thermal effect of food. Your recommended daily protein intake target should be from 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. 2 to 3 grams of leucine per meal for muscle signaling. This protocol is actually more powerful than most fat burners. Number 6 is creatine monohydrate. During your fat loss process, creatine will do the following. It will help you to support and preserve lean muscle mass, help you to maintain strength, and supports training intensity when you're engaged in a rigorous strength training program. Muscle retention equals higher resting metabolic rate. The recommended dose is 3 to 5 grams daily to start. Now, based on your tolerance and the intensity of your strength training program, you can increase that to 10 grams per day based on your tolerance acceptance. This supplement is not optional. It is a must for men over the age of 40 and beyond to retain lean muscle mass. And it's been studied, and the results have all shown very positive. So include this in your supplement regimen. So here's the summary of the top supplements available in 2026 that promote fat loss for men over the age of 40. Number 1 is Berberine. Number 2 is L-Carnitine. Number 3 is Capsaicin. Number 4 is green tea extract. Number 5 is protein plus leucine. And number 6 is creatine monohydrate. Now here's the truth. Longevity is not about living forever. It's about preserving muscle, maintaining your testosterone at a reasonable level based on your age, protecting your mitochondria health, producing or reducing inflammation, and supporting brain function. The best anti-aging stack for men over the age of 40 is layered. In other words, the foundation is good, clean lifestyle habits. That's muscle and strength training program, your adequate sleep and recovery, proper hormone-focused nutrition, and your labs. And then you add these targeted biotechnology compound supplements. And let's talk about something important, dosage now. These recommended dosages are general ranges used in the human studies that I've cited in the references in the description below. They are not personalized prescriptions. As always, consult your qualified healthcare professional before starting anything new. So here's some recommended stacking strategy. I've mentioned in this video 6 supplements. Now, it's not reasonable to, and I don't think it's a good idea to take all 6 together. So what I proposed is here is 3 options based on your personal needs that you can group 2, 3, or 4 of these supplements together based on the, as I said, the required needs of each individual. So number 1 is an appetite control stack. So this is to get started just using 2 supplements, the green tea extract and capsaicin. You would take these supplements for 8 to 12 weeks and then assess the results based on your tolerance, number 1, and then results that you are getting and make adjustments at that point. Number 2 is the foundational stack, and that's of course protein optimization and focusing on the amino acid leucine. Number 2 supplement in that stack is creatine monohydrate, and the next one is berberine. And number 3 for high performance and fat oxidation, I would choose carnitine, creatine, and green tea extract, which is the EGCG. Run these supplement stacks for 8 to 12 weeks and then measure the results based on personal indicators such as tolerance, results that you're expecting, and make adjustments at that point. So there you have it, the top fat loss supplements available for men over 40 in 2026. Fat loss after 40 is about the following: insulin sensitivity, muscle preservation, mitochondrial efficiency, and hormonal balance. Smart supplementation supports those systems, but it does not override poor lifestyle habits. So if you've got something out of this video, which I hope you did, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and comment below. I'd like to know if you used any of these supplements that I've mentioned here today in this video. So stay tuned for more of my weekly science-backed strategies for men over the age of 40 who want to develop strength, boost energy, and maximize longevity. So I'll see you next time, and until then, have a great day and take care.